Say hi. Your dad has more. He has a lot.
I'm recording.
I got good. Do you want me to video?
I just couldn't see it because of the kid in the room in front of money and was leaving that.
Can you tell her you scored a goal last time? You did. Good job.
Because I can probably do it from the aisle here too. Now that I'm sitting in the aisle.
I don't care.
I love to watch the sections. They're funny.
You want to Jordan take pictures? Okay.
Here, I think in a minute you're going to love this. Okay?
I need to check my text messages.
Oh my gosh, you ruined my picture. He's always kind of what he needs on.
It's not really saying much though.
Yeah. He wouldn't get the grip. He's standing outside of it. He is saying a lot. I can see him. His balls yeah, look, he can say a lot. Watch.
Don't get mad at me.
It's just soccer is always just
Good evening. I'm Laura Flanagan. I'm the orchestra director here at Irons. Most of us have met. If I've not met you, I look forward to meeting you. Thank you so much for being here tonight at our first orchestra concert of the year. The group that you see in front of you are 42 of the most wonderful students here at Irons. It is also the largest group of beginning orchestra we've ever had as a middle school. The last group this big was when we were a junior high, and we didn't really have beginning orchestra at Irons. So this is a really exciting time to be in orchestra. I have to tell you, I've been bragging on these kids to the other teachers in the building. I'm not used to having 7 classes of orchestra a day, and I spent about 4 weeks, I think, living off of adrenaline. I think I'm starting to come down just a little bit. But one of the things that I routinely tell my fellow teachers is that I don't have that class where, you think, oh, well, surely she has one class where it's like, oh, it's that class. They're all wonderful. All of my classes. It's really exciting. Just to have such wonderful students. I really feel very, very lucky, and I really, really appreciate you sharing them with me. I'm so glad that they get the opportunity to be in orchestra. One of the things that you should know about orchestra in Lubbock ISD is we are the only public school district in the region to offer orchestra as a course. There are private schools in Lubbock who do, but the closest public school system to offer orchestra would be in Midland, Odessa, Amarillo, San Angelo, I believe Wichita Falls does. So it's quite a drive, I guess is what I'm saying. So they're really lucky to have orchestra here in Lubbock ISD, and that's kind of, I attribute that to being in such a wonderful public school system. And Irons is just, I think, one of the best schools in town. And so I'm so glad that you're here with us tonight. If you look at a program, and I hope everybody got one, I made quite a few. If for some reason you didn't, email me in the morning and I'll print you out some more. On the back, under the student names, there's a list of upcoming events This is the calendar that I emailed out, and if you're not getting my emails, please let me know after the concert or call me tomorrow. Let me know you're not getting my emails, because everything I send home to the students I've been emailing as well, including the calendar and practice sheets and things like that. And so I really want you to be able to get those emails. The next concert that these students will have will be November 3rd, and it will be at Coronado High School, and you will see an even larger group of students. And they're excited about that concert because they will play with their bow. So tonight they're going to be pizzicato for you. This is going to be a short concert. I kind of bill it as the shortest concert ever. But I really wanted you to have an opportunity, and for them to have an opportunity to share with you what all we've done the first 6 weeks of school. Because I know that orchestra is a big commitment. It's a big commitment monetarily. It's a big commitment time-wise for these students and for y'all too. And so I want you to have an idea of what we do in class every day and how that money is spent. Sorry, I'm not really good with the whole microphone thing. I'll try to do better. So the first piece that we play is called the Ant Song, and it is the first song that they learned. And it kind of highlights their open strings. The second song that we're going to play for you is Hot Cross Buns. It's the first tune that they learned, real tune that they learned with fingers on the strings. And then Mary Had a Little Lamb is an absolute classic in the orchestra world. So they're going to play those for you. After that, we have our intermediate orchestra who are going to play for you. And they're going to play Clair de la Lune. And then our feature group tonight after that is the varsity orchestra. And they're here to show you where these guys will be at the end of the school year. They're going to play for you the piece that these students will play for you at our spring concert in May. So they're here to do that so that we can kind of get a full spectrum of where we're starting and where we're ending. Okay? One other thing before we start, while I'm thinking about it, because I'm kind of absent-minded that way, as the students will tell you, is their practice sheets are due tomorrow, and many of them have turned them in. If they have not, they need to turn those in tomorrow, because if we don't get those in by the end of the 6 weeks, the 6 weeks ends Friday, they have to go in my grade book as a missing grade. And I've been collecting those since Monday. And if you have a question about that, feel free to ask me. They should get 45 minutes of practice time for being here tonight. I don't expect them to go home and practice again after this. They get 45 minutes of time, because I know they have other homework. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to play for you the Ant Song. And I want to thank you again for being here tonight.
All the way to
Thank you.